Ladies and gentlemen, it is a beautiful day in Los Santos, and in this video I'm going to be going over all of the ways for you to be able to make money this week in GTA 5 Online, starting with this right here, which is our document forgery office. Now, I know if you're like me, you're probably like, what the bloody hell? Document forgery, 2 times pay? No one likes doing this business anyway, but there is a pretty decent amount of money to be made if you have GTA Plus. Let me explain to you, what were they doing? Okay, so first and foremost, in order to own one of these businesses, you do need an MC Clubhouse. So you'll need to own an MC Clubhouse. Now, if you have GTA Plus, all of the upgrades and modifications for these are going to be on sale this week. Or for this month, I should say. And for those of you who don't have GTA Plus, we already know this week is the document forgery office, 2 times pay. And either next week or the week after is actually going to be the counterfeit cash is going to be 2 times pay. We know that because of the GTA Plus rewards. So just FYI, I'm sure some of you weren't excited to hear that news. But anyway, you need to own an MC Clubhouse. I'm going to show you exactly how much money you can make and everything like that right now if you have GTA Plus or if you are just regular. Now this week, as well as everything I've just said, you do have all the upgrades and modifications are on sale if you have GTA Plus. Now, obviously, having the staff upgrades, equipment upgrades, things like that definitely benefits this business, like any business. But since I'm assuming most of you, like me, never really use this business, you can see my total earnings are literally like 1 sale. How many is that? 2 sales? I'm definitely not going to be buying any upgrades for it. But if you have GTA Plus and you think you will use this business, then you can go ahead and do some upgrades. I should also mention, this is one of those businesses that work with others. The car wash, you'll get extra money in your wall safe. And then obviously, I'm sure you know about this already because I've talked about it a million times, but the salvage yard, like, you know, when you get claimable vehicles, if you own this useless building, you can get the claimable vehicles for 10,000 instead of 20,000. So just FYI. All right, but how much money can you make from that this week before we move on from this? So mine's not full right now, but don't worry, I have the numbers for your faces. All right, so this right here, the document forgery office. This week, if you sell in an invite-only lobby, a full one will get you $315,000. And if you sell that in a public lobby, it'll get you $472,000. Now, if you have GTA Plus, selling a full one of these in an invite-only lobby will get you $630,000. And if you sell this in a public lobby with GTA Plus, you'll get almost $1 million, which is insane because it only takes like 2.5 hours to fill this thing up. But you'll get $945,000. That's like the equivalent to bloody the Cayo Perico heist at this point. But that's if you have GTA Plus. So if you're interested in this business this week, definitely go ahead and jump into it. It makes sense if you have GTA Plus, but if not, I wouldn't worry about it. But like I say, if you're not excited about this week, unfortunately, we have the cash creation is going to be double pay for us most likely next week. By the way, if anyone wants to know the build of this car, I feel like every time I use it, people are like, what is this? The link will be in the description down below. You're welcome. So some other cool things this week, which doesn't really get you money, so I won't talk about it too much, but the Cerberus, the Haunted Cerberus surprise event. If you want to see how to spawn this Cerberus, you can check out that video. It'll be linked in the description down below. As well as what we're going to talk about next, ladies and gentlemen, which is the taxi work. Right, guys, so taxi work. I know most people don't want to do taxi work, even what it is this week, which is 2 times pay. But what if I told you doing taxi work this week is very important? Because don't worry about the fares making money that way. What if I told you, as you should already know, the weekly challenge, if you do not just 1 taxi mission.
Let's get this chariot in motion.
Not just 2 taxi missions.
Cool, let's go.
But 3 of them, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, $200,000, and you can see weekly challenge complete, 3 fares during taxi work. So it was $217,000. Now on top of that, you also get an unlock outfit, which is this right here, the weathered vintage mummy mask. So if you complete the weekly challenge, you'll get this plus $200,000 just for logging in this week, by the way. You get this one right here. But speaking of the weekly challenge, you need to make sure if you completed the first week's weekly challenge, which was last week, you also have to do this week's weekly challenge and next week's weekly challenge if you want to get the Vinewood Undead Collection. The limited rare collection, and you can only get it if you do the first 3 weekly challenges. If you're confused, check out the video in the description down below. It'll be titled The Vinewood Undead Collection or something like that if you need some more information on it. All right, guys, so we've gone over the document forgery cell missions and how much money you can make from that, up to $945,000 a cell mission. We've showcased the taxi work, obviously, around $17,000 for doing 3 of them. But just for doing 3, you'll get an additional $200,000, plus the outfit, plus you would have checked off one of the requirements for the Vintage Undead Collection limited release items. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do it right here in this video. I used to. Let me know if you guys are still interested, but I can't see it right now because I'm inside. But the races, you have your HSW race and you have the regular race where you're going to be making around $300,000 for those. UFOs will be coming to GTA 5 Online before next week's weekly update. The UFOs will be here on Tuesday, so make sure you subscribe with notifications on because I'll be giving you a detailed video on all of that come Tuesday. But the last thing we have left to do, ladies and gentlemen, is the 2 times pay or 4 times if you have GTA Plus on some Halloween community series or the Judgment Day. Let's take a look. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the last new thing this week, and you can see I am on the Riders team, which seems like no one wants to be on this team. Okay, more people are joining us. So the end is coming, and it's survival of the quickest as the Riders chase the hunted. Oh, the Riders win if they manage to eradicate the hunted. The hunters only need to survive. But if they succeed in killing a rider, they can bring back their fallen comrades back to the fight. So being a rider is more difficult, I would say. I'm going to go on the bloody hunted team. I'm going hunted. Why not? It seems more fun. All I need to do is hide. Sounds pretty simple to me. But I mean, we're just trying to see how much money we can make, right? We want to see if it's worth jumping in and playing this yourself. You can make that decision. All I need to do is hide and try and take out some people if I want to. Sure, sounds like a plan. Oh, the Halloween weather. We're going to be experiencing this weather starting probably Tuesday, so just keep that in mind for yourselves. Okay, what are we thinking here? I think we'll go into the city a little bit. I think we should go near these guys, to be completely honest with you. We should get in, like, hidden away from these pesky motorcycles. We're up on the roof. Someone got him. It wasn't me, but I would like to pretend that I participated in that. You know what I mean? This seems to be the play, though, right here. Gonna be honest with you. I definitely partook. Oh. Well, I mean, that was just... I feel like I'm being useless right now. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Surely my team can revive me, man. They've been absolutely mowing everyone down, and then I die and there's no one here. All right, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like I've been sitting here for 5 minutes. It's probably been 2 minutes. But I think this is... When it's a game mode like this, where if you die, you just have to sit and wait. I hate them, because it's just so boring to me. Like, I don't want to sit here, but I also don't want to back out. A lot of people have just quit and backed out, because they can't be bothered sitting around waiting. So just keep that in mind. We'll see how much money we make, but it's just not... It seems a bit... All right, so we're at sudden death. The riders have lost their powers. I didn't kill him, but I at least participated. I shot a bullet. We won somehow. I literally did nothing all around, but this is good. We can see how much money we can make, like I say. All right, so the winning team, which is my team, I got 15,000 basically, except for the person who like really come first got 30,000. So that's it. That's it. Let's see what the next round entails. All right, we're the bloody bikers this time, ladies and gentlemen. Take out all of the hunted before dawn. If a rider is taken out limited, we know that. All right, where are we off to? I feel like we should stay together. Oh, I see. You put these two together. Okay, well, I know they're down here somewhere. So how long does that hunter vision last? You know what I mean? Where is this person hiding? Oh, I got him. I don't think he saw me chilling right here. Oh, he got another one. I'm bloody auto. What a roll, ladies and gentlemen. All right, can we do this thing again? Where? Okay, there's someone. There's somebody over here somewhere. Somebody around here. Where are you? I saw them for a split second. All right, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them down here. There's 2 of them down here. Where are they, though? All right, I see them. They're literally up here somewhere. Come on. All right, they're in this side. So let's go ahead and see if we can go up the stairs, maybe. All right, he got him. There's 1 left. 1 left. Where are they? Oh, I see them. They're down this way. I'm bloody stuck on a staircase, man. I know they're here. I don't think anyone else is using the abilities other than me. My bike won't turn because it's an absolute useless thing. All right, they are here. I can't move. This motorcycle is awful, by the way. All right, he's just chilling by himself there. Well, we got him. I did a lot this one. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I did some things. 36k, I'll take it. I was good on this team. All right, we won. I mean, there's no one there. That's none of them and me. I thought I would have come in at a pretty high position. I mean, I got 8,000. How did I get 8,000? We won that one. And I'll say I liked it, but overall results, I got, you know, 36,000. 3 kills, 1 death. Me and Rafa, same thing. That's it. So you can make it. It's not bad. It is fun. If you die and you're on the hunted team, it sucks because you literally just have to wait until either someone kills one of the riders or until the next round starts. So just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. But to wrap this up, as I said, the weekly challenge, make sure you do it if you want to get that Vinewood Undead collection. Link will be in the description down below. If you want this Halloween pumpkin mask, link to all of the locations for the pumpkin, the pumpkin hunt, the Jack-o'-lantern collection, we linked in the description down below, as well as the Hunted Cerberus video will be in the description down below. But this week, just make sure you're doing the weekly challenge, collecting that 200k. If you have GTA Plus, I would recommend the Document Forgery Office, but if you don't, it's not bad, it's just not great. Judgment Day is 4 times pay, so what you just saw me do right here, where I made like 36,000, if I had GTA Plus, that would have been, what, like 70,000? So not bad for a few minutes worth of work. But that's it. That's everything new this week, ladies and gentlemen. But keep in mind, the UFOs are new this week as well. But I'll have a video on that on Tuesday. So make sure you subscribe with notifications on, because the video will most likely be coming out before Tuesday. So I'll see you guys there. Goodbye.